Good morning.
Morning.
How are
You had a
you?
haircut? Oh, no, not a
No,
haircut.
no, I've been for a run.
I
Half
was
the
like,
hair is done, the other half is in bunches, and that's what we're rolling with this morning.
it looks cute. Cute.
Thank you.
It's
No,
a running mullet. It's like a running mullet.
yeah. I need to get it like much nicer tomorrow. So
Yes.
tomorrow I'm doing a hand fasting in Ireland. I'm very excited about
Oh,
it.
lovely.
I know. So I'm journeying for 24 hours to be there in the right place at the right time. But I am taking no chances. I have like
Yeah.
my nicest nail varnish waiting to be applied.
Oh,
Yes, it's going to
that's
be
so
like,
exciting.
thank you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show
I want
you.
to see all the things. We need to see all the things. Yes. I want to hear all about it.
I spent the last few days kind of writing it up, and I've tried to write it up like on pewter, but it's not the same. So ask me if I used any AI for it. Yeah, if AI writes pages and pages.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
and I couldn't
Beautiful.
find a version of the Charge of the Goddess that I remember, like, from, because I don't remember all the words. I went through a difficult stage a few years ago where every time I would run, I would recite the Charge of the Goddess to sort of to feel stronger. It was amazing. It was
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember like all the words exactly like how it was in a ritual. And I tried to Google it, sort of exactly the right words, and I don't remember exactly. So I went with the Farah's book and just sort of changed some words that I remember how they were. So it's the first time I've written down, like handwritten the Charge of the Goddess in like, I don't know, 22
Yeah.
years.
Since your kind of initial,
Yeah.
writing it down and yeah, that's amazing. I love this.
So it was so amazing to do it. So I spent Saturday and Sunday sort of putting it all together. The couple have like specific gods and goddesses that they wanted. They wanted some beings to be invited that I don't know that much about. So it's
Yeah.
so much fun to do like a
Yeah.
deep dive into new things.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, how do we include multiple gods and goddesses? Because I don't want to insult like the god and the goddess that I invite. So it took me like it's been in the workings for a year. They sort of they booked me to do it a year ago, so it took me months to figure out what I'm going to do with the extra gods and goddesses. So I've got like a god and a goddess that I'm inviting, as you know, for the ritual. But then because it's just the couple and me, and as I found out, a photographer as well, then when I open the circle to allow the girl in, I'll invite her with a god
Yeah.
and a goddess behind her. And when
Ooh.
I invite the guy, I'll invite him with a god and a goddess behind him. So we have the full team. And then it was like an uneven number. So I'm inviting one for me that will help me get through the ritual and also bless them. So it's just been amazing. So all of Saturday and Sunday, I kind of cobbled it together in a way that I am so happy with and I love so much. And then yesterday it was like 3 hours to copy it out in a way that I could read it out, but also like change whatever needs changing.
I love it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
it just re-inspires your whole idea about romance, doesn't it? So when you're writing things like this, just makes you just go, oh, it's so lovely.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think any kind of ritual, any kind of deep dive that you do into sort of into any spiritual topic really refreshes the topic in your mind. So,
Yeah.
you know, in my romantic life, I've been with the same partner for over 20 years now. How is it possible that I'm 23 years old and I've been with the same partner for 20 years? It's a witchy logic. So going into like the gods that they picked, and there's like a love goddess, but there's also a god with like purity and light. And I was like, oh right, yeah, because it's not all like, you know, who's gonna clear the table and you know who's gonna clean up children's vomit. So yes, that was amazing.
Oh, I love it. And I love in a way that no one else will be there. I did one hand fasting and it was the same, just the couple, and it makes it so personal and intense, doesn't it? That you're not worrying
Intense.
about anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not performing. You're kind of performing because it's so important that they get like the full experience and they feel that you're channeling.
Yeah.
But for them, it's not a performance. For them, they're letting you as their
Yeah.
priest into like their, into the dynamic of their own relationship. And it's, like maybe a year ago, I was saying to you about how you do like you're a tour guide for the spiritual sites, and you said to me something that had never occurred to me before, that when you have people from Australia, that it might be the first time that they've had like a spiritual experience. If they are of European heritage and it's the first time they've had spiritual experience on European soil,
Yeah.
and it's like so extraordinary. And
Yeah.
this couple are American, from Irish heritage. So for them to do it, I was like, you sure you want me? But it's them. All I'm there is to kind of facilitate their connection.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So magical. So
yeah.
magical.
Yeah. And quite honestly, this is what I was thinking to talk about today, because when I came on social media kicking and screaming like 6 years ago,
Remember well.
kicking and screaming at you 6 years ago. I don't want to. I'm not doing it. It's fake. It's plastic. I noticed something that I had never seen as acutely in the kind of in-person ceremonies, which was a huge snobbery between the people that said, oh, you've got to do things like exactly the right way, otherwise it looks like you don't know anything, and between the people that said, well, I channeled it, so so it's right.
Yes. Yeah.
And like you've always had that in the in-person scene as well. But in the in-person scene, we all sort of went to the same rituals, so we all kind of fell into the same patterns of doing things anyway. So there was, quite a lot of Golden Dawn, quite a lot of Wicca, that, that everybody kind of drank up, without it necessarily being your tradition. And there was still like room to improvise inside it. But I thought it might be fun, because we have, like witchy witches watching. It might be fun to sort of see where your red lines are for what to include, for what not to include. See, see how we are, because we both have like traditional witchy background, but also, you're obviously a creative through and through. And for me, that is like literally my only creative skill, is to sort of to put together a bomb ass ritual.
It'd be amazing. Oh, I want to see the photos. I don't know if they'll be shareable, but I'm like, oh, it would just be so good to see the photos.
Oh, you know what? I really thought it was sort of just us. And then they said, can you give your phone number to the photographer? And I thought, it was like 6 months of trying to figure out how to get myself in a flattering selfie, on a beach with the wind. I'm also bringing some fire, and I don't really, I'm hoping for the best. I've
not seen what the forecast is. Is it looking
It's
good?
not bad. It's not, considering we're looking at a beach in Northern Ireland
in October.
Not bad. Was my biggest wish. And so far it looks like not bad. So I was thinking, how do I keep an eye on the fire and still take some flattering selfies? But if there's a photographer, I really hope that I'll have some stuff that I'll be able to share. Because they're like gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. Such a stunning couple.
Oh, so love. Oh, I can't wait to see. Can't wait. Oh,
I know. Actually, if people want to vote on, normally I do all my rituals in like my huge white gown that is good for every size, and my purple cape over it. But I thought, because it's people I don't really know well enough to ask, is it okay if I wear white? I thought,
I hadn't thought of that.
You know what I mean? It's the first time that it occurred to me to maybe not wear the white, because that is like my signature look for all the rituals. But I thought if the thought had occurred to me, maybe it's something that to them does matter.
Do you know what they're wearing?
So I don't, because you know, they're so witchy, impossible to get a hold of. You know, make an appointment, not turn up for appointment. You know, our community.
I do.
So I really only focused on the most important questions: date, time, location.
Yes, perfect.
I'll be there. But on the one hand, I was thinking just, you know, like all black belt that I can put like the hand fasting cords on, maybe the purple cape, or maybe like a what do you call it, like a cobwebby black thing over. Or then I was thinking, well, I've got like a very kind of sea priestess, because it's on the beach, sea priestess kind of chiffony dress, because I also want something that doesn't float around too much because of that fire that is
fire and windy beach in Northern Ireland.
Yeah. So, you know, so we were aiming for like not bad weather, and now I want to leave the beach unburned, like completely unburned. I know completely unburned is maybe unrealistic.
Not even a singe. Not even a singe.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm also not using hairspray. Yeah. But yeah, if we can have a vote, if anyone wants to vote, if I'm going with a blue sea priestess look or with a black look, that is good for everything.
I guess it's almost Samhain, isn't it? So I suppose Samhain would be good for the black.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love your white get-up. I hadn't even thought about it, because they might not be wearing white either, might they? Because it's not.
They might not, but it's never occurred to me to not wear the white. And I thought, well, if it's occurred to me to not wear the white,
I think it's because I asked you about a month ago, didn't I, what you're wearing, and you were like,
the white and purple. Yeah, I only have one outfit. But yeah, so let's see who we've got. And then we're gonna see where everybody is on their own rituals and stuff.
Is the sea priestess one like really floaty? Is that like really flammable? Has it got flammable vibes?
It is quite flammable.
Okay. We don't want that. We don't want
that. It is. It's super flammable. I got it for my son's bar mitzvah, and I thought very floaty, very chiffony, but it has like a really thick kind of underlayer. So in the 35 degrees of the Middle East, I was dying it. Like my straightened hair was curling from the roots. my makeup was traveling south. So I thought, you know what this kind of warmth would be good for?
A beach in Ireland
in October, exactly. But yeah, it is sort of quite flammable and a little bit floaty.
Yeah.
Risk not with. If you, there's an Aries and a fire breather is thinking the risk is too much, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah. I've just seen burns on people that have worn flammable stuff, and it's not nice.
It's not worth it.
Not
worth
it. No.
So Grizz, who runs the channel, says to us, you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. So go ahead, send stars. Erica is saying hi.
Good morning, Erica.
Good morning, Erica. Nilda is saying good morning, beautiful ladies. Blessings to all.
Good morning.
She says, I would love a reading on what I'm going through spiritually. Gracias.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Ready to roll.
Have you got something fun there to dig into?
Many fun things. I mean, my outfit choice is pumpkin season.
It's starting.
It is. It's always pumpkin season in your household.
Yeah, it's always pumpkin season in my household. But because we have creative children at school, we know what the season is. So we had one come back with a chain of bats from newspapers.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Oh,
so
I love it.
I said to him, let's put it on the window. And he's like, it's not Halloween yet. We're not decorating, which is my fault because I only decorate on the day. I'm like the laziest. I'm the laziest. I only decorate on the day. I crawl up to the attic, sort of get our little ghost, a little ceramic ghost, stick it there, put some light underneath it, and and I'm like, there we go, decorated.
I love it. Oh.
My true Halloween is November 1st, when I go and buy everything at half price.
Yeah, that's the magic. I've got some. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Have you got your eye on anything new?
Most, I think, like houseware. I think it's really good to buy, like, because they do really good, like, ceramics, like you say, like plates and cups and all that kind of thing. I'm like, give them to me.
Yeah. Things with pumpkins on.
Yeah.
Things with like spider web on.
Yeah,
things that say boo. Yeah. Right. Little witches' hats.
Nilda, I've got some. I thought, this is your spiritual card. I've got a couple of oracle cards. So, I knew this one would come out because it was the first one that I looked at when I opened the deck and I shuffled it. So I'll show you. You've got Inbaal will love this as well. Owl magic.
Oh, yeah. Stunning!
It's so pretty. And when I'm really thinking about it, I mean, I'll say it's got often has really nice things on the card. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for better life. Rise up, magic and wisdom are your birthright. Yes, I just love. Sometimes an oracle card, you kind of go, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, always love what they say.
That's an oracle card for a Scorpio, is what this is.
Yes, it is, exactly. And it's just completely like trusting your inner vision, trusting that your wisdom is so deep that people might not understand it, but don't gaslight yourself. You're right. You're absolutely right. And I've got this other one as well called the Well Maiden. So like this deep connection with your magic, with the other world, there's something very beautiful that you're reviving in yourself and therefore healing others and healing the land. But just remembering this magic is within you, and it is not your right, it's your gift, I guess, to speak that and share that in your own way when you feel it is right. So that's for you, Nilda.
Amazing, because the first one had the word birthright on it, and the second one,
that's why I thought that.
The second one you were connecting with, right? So we've got 3 whoppers there for Nilda, huge big ones. So 3 major arcana, which is just so unusual. It's so unlikely. And each of them is about a big, shocking, and, not necessarily expected journey. So we've got the death card starting. Obviously, it's a Scorpio card. You're a Scorpio, but also you have initiated a whole bunch of changes because of bereavement that you've been through. So spiritually, that was a starting point. The Tower shows a change in the house, maybe moving, maybe sort of rejigging the entire system in the house. And the Moon shows that whatever aim, whatever goal you're going for is already in the bag. It don't say to yourself, oh, this is, it's not really realistic, and it's a nice dream. Yeah, you call it what you want. You're getting it. You're going there. So both of us are seeing for you that that those like fantasies and illusions are really, really real. We can accept it. I hope you can too.
Yeah, I love that. I love that they both correlate. And maybe think about the Tower, about how we were counting the eye lines, weren't we, on the Tower at the exhibition? We were like, they're going. Every time I see it with you, it's like, oh yeah.
yeah, like it can't be. The other day I saw a post. It's about the Rider-Waite. Was it in the Rider-Waite death, or was it in maybe the Marseille? But there's a whole bunch of like lines, just like regular lines, like what you have in art, whatever you call it, the shading.
Yeah.
That when you look at it really well, you can see like the name of God in Hebrew, because it's like it's all lines. So how you've got it, this is the actual writing. So this is the actual word here. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. You've got the letter Yod, the letter Hey, the letter Vav, the letter Hey, and and here it's like you know, it's obvious, but there's places where this person kind of circled where the lines make the same words. And I was like, I don't see it. I can see it. And it's very easy to hide because they are lines, but also, why is it hidden there? So yeah, that was, oh, I can't remember which card it was, but it was lines like in the style of this, where they could be just lines.
I love that. Yeah.
But then when you can see that it's Yod Hey Vav Hey, there's, you know, there's no denying it.
So cool.
I hate that I shared like a half-baked idea where I wasn't sort of even prepared.
No, I like it. It's excited about it. It's good, isn't
I was
it?
so excited. I wasn't even prepared with exactly which card it was. So obviously in temperance, it's, you know, it's there and it's supposed to be there and it's supposed to be seen. And, you know, here again, it's not hidden. It's there. Yod Hey Vav Hey.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if it was was it death that sort of came to mind with it? No, it can't have been death. No, I think it may have been the Marseille deck. Death.
All right.
But yeah, now I'm really suspicious because there's so many of those lines.
Yeah, you can. What else can it be saying?
Where else could it be hiding?
Let me just do an animal card for you and your adventures. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
thank you.
An animal card for you and your adventure. Oh, that one. Oh, one of my favourites. Well, I say that every animal is my favourite.
Exactly.
The white stag. Look, protector.
Oh.
So it says, you are an old soul. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take. Ooh, cat's destroying the place. It's okay. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic.
Oh,
that's
so
it.
good. That's so on the nose. And also, I'm going somewhere I've never been before, and in none of the journey is anything that I've done before. So I'm driving up to Scotland.
Wow.
I've never driven all the way to Scotland. Gonna stay there for the night, and then I'm gonna go to the ferry port that I've never been to before.
Where's the ferry? Is it going? Where's it going from?
Stranraer, Star or something.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah.
I have a postcode. And then the port in Ireland. I just thought that would be easier than going through Dublin. I know the route to Dublin really well. I've taken that boat many, many times, but I thought there it's also sort of going through into another country and then back out. And I don't know exactly how the border works inside, you know, the island of Ireland. So I thought, and I don't know if my phone will just sort of connect. So I thought administratively, it's easier to sort of go through Scotland. So the card is sort of absolutely bang on, because I will need to depend on my intuition, because I'm not trusting the sat nav to, you know, to do what it needs to do.
Not trusting the sat nav. I'm just sorry. There's this destruction going. The best, cutest kind of destruction going on around me.
Oh, what are they breaking now, you little kitties?
They've not singing bowl. It's a different kind of song is being sung at the moment.
Fabulous. Singing bowl, very playproof, very kitten proof.
Come on, come and say hello. Come and say hello.
Come and say hello to Auntie Inbaal. Auntie Inbaal wants to see you. Kitty, 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 kitty. Where's the little puss, 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 puss? Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm putting you full screen so that people can enjoy. Not too late.
She was like, that was enough cuddles for now. She's been really affectionate, but I think because what she went through at the first house was being picked up by children left, right, and centre, and she's just a bit like, Picking up happens for a few seconds, then we
Yeah.
stop. We don't want to make it traumatic.
She's
and we make
also
it...
like, don't call us, we'll call you.
Exactly. And she comes for cuddles. She's basically have evening cuddles. They just both sit on me and we stay there for it. They are really affectionate, but just picking up, I have to do like really just like, okay. Just training them. It's okay. It's safe and everything's fine. Yeah. But she was like, I was having fun eating things and you removed me.
I was having fun eating your stuff that is not food. Simeon says, good morning and a quick hello as I'm at work. Hope all is okay and you have a wonderful day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nigel is here saying, hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Nigel.
Saying, how are you doing today? You're doing great.
Yeah, oh, good.
And he says, I'm doing half and half. Thank you. Oh, I'll try and boost you up. Raise the energy for Nigel. Everyone that's got any spare energy, raise it. Oh, look at that. I've got the most gorgeous message here. So Linda says, we renewed our vows after 20 years with a hand fasting and our sons performed it, wrapped our hand, I'm going to cry, etc. So different from our huge formal church wedding. This time felt right, like us barefooted on the beach, our own vows, a pagan toast with mead. It really showed how we had both grown together in our spiritual journey.
So lovely. Oh,
that's so moving.
That's lovely, Linda. I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, lovely to hear your voice. Well, hear from you. That was lovely. Yeah.
Nilda is loving it, saying blue. And for the reading, she goes, that's so me. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, yes.
Nearly Scorpio season. We're nearly there.
So close with the We're in the veil of Scorpio.
Are you scared? I am.
I'm just tired.
Scorpio is not going to help you with that. Oh my goodness, the cemetery witch is here.
Hey, beauty.
Hi, Ren.
Gorgeous.
Hi, lovelies. Oh, I'm so excited that you caught us. And Nilda, for the reading, says awesome confirmation. Amazing.
I like it with this all in caps. Like, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. This way we can hear it from all the way here. Poncho is saying, I'm just here until Bigfoot Outlaw Grizzly Chris come back. I was texting him yesterday, so he's around. Spawn says, good morning, Inbaal, Laura, everyone, blessings to all. Moon Moggy John is saying hi. Sean Flynn are these hellos? Are they gloves?
I think they're hellos.
Are they hellos?
They're waving hello. Yeah, I think
they're waving hellos. They're like surgical gloves. Yeah. So, especially that we've got extra witches here. When you sit down to write a ceremony, do you personally, Laura, do you start traditional framework or do you start with like inspired, meditation? Is there even a system?
Can you do I look like you know me very well? It does depend. I mean, normally it'd be not that I've done loads and loads, but normally it's like meeting the people and seeing and getting the inspiration from them and taking it from there. So it depends on whether it feels like that inspiration I need to do a lot more journeying on to work out how to do it, or if it feels, oh, that would fit nicely into this ritual. But I think it's more the inspiration gathering, and then I'd say for me possibly like the formulation would come afterwards. But I think really finding out what they need, as you've done, obviously, which you do, and just finding out what they need and their stories and what they want to bring in and what's important to them. But that's for hand fastings, obviously. For rituals, it's a free-for-all. I think it's a journey first and then bring it into formation afterwards. Like I've been doing a course over the week, but what I seem to do is I was running a course, decide I'm going to run it, then something will happen which will affect that course. Like, so if you decide you're going to do something like a ritual or a cause, you then are telling the gods, I'm doing this, and the gods are great, okay, we're going to give you all this. So that's the kind of way I go. Like I decide I'll do it, go through a big experience that will shape how it happens, and then find a structure that works for that. So I think what I'm saying in a long-winded way is I think it's the inspiration journeying, and then we find a way that can be formulated.
But would you ever have like things that are non-negotiable that have to come in every ceremony? Because I know for me, casting a circle and sort of relating to the elements in one or another way, even if it's just me by myself in this room, that is like an absolute non-negotiable for me, because I feel like that creates the environment for magic. Where are your red lines? What will you not give up?
I agree. Like I've been part of the person's ritual where they didn't have a circle, and I just felt really
vulnerable, exposed.
Yeah. Even like, oh no, it's a safe space. I'm like, no, that's not the point. It's not about it's like it. It's like, I don't know, you go to your bedroom to get changed because your bedroom is your safe space. I don't go in the street and get changed because it's strange. It's totally unmagical, but like that feels like the safe space to have a ritual is a circle. Otherwise you feel a bit exposed to whatever's passing by and wants a little bit of this or wants to kind of, a circle is really important, and I have experienced one with that, and I didn't really what we do in magic is we raise energy, and to raise it, it's like we have to contain it some way, don't we?
Yeah. Otherwise you're leaky. And and you're working so hard to create something on the spiritual plane, and then it just comes away from you because you haven't done anything to contain it.
So I definitely think that that's the line, and always the elementals, definitely. And I've got to think also that we're going somewhere just to honor the spirits of the place as well. Like especially we're bringing a ritual that's not necessarily of that land, or or maybe a little bit different, then it's just good to kind of check in and acknowledge, and not just decide we're doing this. We don't care what you guys think.
Oh right, that's really good.
I'm quite structured though, in a weird way, because I think that does bring like, not, I think it's good to be like have a little bit of structure, because magic is such a force that it's easy to lose that power or lose the focus of it, and you want to keep everyone's focus, don't you? And
I think that's exactly it. It's just in terms of effort, it's hard to raise, easy to lose. Why not sort of put everything on your on your side? Why not sort of do your best to sort of keep it where it is? I've definitely done rituals without a god and a goddess, and I don't know if that's like heretic or just a bit what would you call it, agnostic.
I've done it, but sometimes maybe you think like, well, they don't need, it's calling the gods when you really want them, and they think they can miss one, they can sit this one out, that's okay.
So, also like their gods, if they really want to come, they hardly need for me to sort of to bring them in. But I'll do like with not, I was going to say with full moon and new moon stuff, but that's not exactly accurate, because I'll be like element, goddess, god. But when it's something like, say, lighting a specific candle for a specific purpose, it'll do the work. It does the work. So I feel like if I do it on a specific day, that already kind of links with the deity. So rather than invoke Thor, I'm doing it on a Thursday already. He's around.
I think it's probably a background, isn't it, as well, that there's a structure and we know it works. So it seems like, why not? Why mess with it? Like, I mean, bringing in your own elements and working your own, what you want to bring into it. But I think because of what we've studied in our path, it's like structure's there, and it feels good to have that.
Yeah. Do you know what to me is like the worst? Raising like everything, sort of putting the circle together and that, and then just leaving it and going, it disperses in time, which is true. It does disperse in time, But in that time, you're going in and out of the room, you're going in and out of a magic circle. Who knows what spirits you're annoying?
Yeah.
Who knows what imbalance you're creating as you're going in and out?
And there's a physical, I wasn't at this, but I heard about it in Glastonbury. There was a very physical warning of this. It happens. There was a big festival conference, magical conference, and they invoked like a lot of Egyptian gods to be the keepers of the directions, and didn't say goodbye to them. And then there was a fire. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You've invoked Egyptian gods, and
You
then
know
you
how
left them.
hot Egypt is? Do you know how? Can you imagine? It's literally next door to the Sahara.
Yeah.
Of course there was. And you know what? With accidents, I feel like it goes both ways. So if you take too many liberties with your magic, that will create like accidents. But I also feel like when a series of accidents happen completely unrelated in your regular life because because you're a very free-spirited person and things happen, I feel like then coming into a ritual and purposefully balancing things will sort of put a stop to those accidents, and within the ritual space you'll somehow kind of resolve or remedy whatever it is that that a lack of balance was creating. I don't know about you, but I have like really obvious stuff happen when I'm out of balance, like literally microwave leak, really really obvious. Do you remember when my car stopped working? I was messaging you one time. It was really insane, but it was the first day of the summer holidays, which is forever the hardest. All the kids were trying to kill each other and me. So we were on an outing. We were queuing up for a restaurant. The crime scene was about to erupt. I put everybody in the car, and me and my fury next to me, because it was by then an independent entity, went on the motorway, and the car went some of the way, but not all of it. And while it was sort of slowing down and not on board with getting us anywhere, and I think it was because the fury was sort of so debilitating to it, also the radio was saying stuff that is not from the radio. So it was like really obvious.
Wow.
Really obvious. For doing my own readings, I don't need any psychic skill at all. None. Because it's really obvious. Everybody's like, fuming, angry in the back because the outing is finished. I am fuming in the front because I was really wanting a ramen. And so when we got home, I was saying to you, it was like, really freaky, but also, like a very accurate representation of of physical rage and the manifestations that it has, especially that I won't express violence. I'm not going to punch a wall or something to express it. I'm sitting there with the rage, trying to get to know each other better.
Chatting to you on the radio.
So you see sort of crazy things happening after a ritual if it's like super out of balance, but also a ritual will sort of will bring you right if you're coming from kind of that place.
And the thing about what you're this idea is like, that is a big problem, isn't it? Not the problem, it's a good conversation. The difference between like what people know about the gods and channeled stuff that people are saying is the law, because they were told it by, let's continue with Thor, because we talked about and the issue around like the delicate balance that there's like, okay, there's things that we know or that we can research and see and it's built up, and then we have this vision, and for us those visions feel really oh wow, okay, this is real. But not the danger, but maybe danger of like forcing that upon other people when it's actually your truth. And I think there's a space for it. under the umbrella of this is my truth. How do you feel about it? You don't have to. So I think it's a really good thing to have, because the gods can change and manifest and transform as we do over time. So what you're getting from them, of course, is not going to be written down, because we live in a very different time. However, if everybody else in the group goes, oh my God, yeah, that's amazing, still, that's what you do in the group, and not, telling everybody else what to do. But it's such a good thing to keep that in, because it's important if you want to have this, if it feels right, but not to say this is it, or to sort of make this as a historical fact or something.
Yeah. So I think the unification of all knowledge under the mantle of AI is going to plunge us into an
I pulled a sensitive face.
Yeah, it's a beautiful face, and this, boys and girls, is why Laura doesn't do Botox. She wants to keep the right to go at will. But I've not seen books, because I'm very, very picky and very snobbish about what books I'll read, but I've seen people read out from books, God and Goddess channeled research, which is written from a hugely monotheistic perspective, that if you understood the kind of the cults, positive word cults, the cults of the clans of different gods and goddesses, then you know that for those cultures, it wasn't even the specific god and goddess that were important, but the interaction between them. And there might be a specific deity where we only know them from one story, and maybe we love that deity and we want to flesh it out a little bit, but we have to flesh it out on the understanding of the parameters by which the ancient traditions saw it. And so making things very monotheistic doesn't suit almost any, even like the cult of Isis, that was largely monotheistic because they worshipped just Isis of 1,000 names. It's plenty for anyone. It's not that they didn't believe that the other gods existed. They just had their devotion to just the one. And for me, when those lists include like Abrahamic stuff, I think, it's you're trying to fit together. This is a Lego, this is a Duplo. It's cute. They're both cute. They're from the same make. But you can't build with it together. I'm a little uneasy for like big rituals, or for like big purist rituals, even about mixing pantheons, but sometimes it cannot be helped, because you're trying to achieve a very specific outcome, or you'll be dealing with, some pantheons only have a moon goddess and some pantheons only have a moon god. So, so you've got something fitting. But I really feel like when you drag in, I don't want to say biblical constructs, because obviously in the Bible you have got like references to the Asherah, for example, which were, with their own pantheons. But when you bring in stuff that didn't exist in the polytheistic cults at all, then it's very easy to describe things in words that they wouldn't have been described when those pantheons were, kind of unified, kind of created. So that's a huge cringe for me personally.
And I think it's misunderstanding like the reason for the gods in the first place, that they were explaining how everything in nature worked, and how life worked, and how life, it wasn't just one dude or one girl. It was like you say, it's like how the earth and the sky met and mixed, how all this came together, and the oceans, and animism, everyone was more animistic, everything was alive. And when I was doing a lot of the research, not AI research, on the Viking stuff, like mainly the big gods that we hear about now were not the business of the everyday people. That was the, as you know, it's like that was the the higher the echelons of the priests and the people with the money, like it would more be, you know, the local spirits, or the household spirits, or the childbirth spirits, that you don't really get to hear that much about. So the ones, because they were not written down, because it was the everyday people, so there's so much about how everything worked together in this ecological system, which the gods are a part of, and maybe some of those gods grew from household spirits into, you know, mother spirits, and but it's to say there's just one, it's just missing the point a little bit, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It misses the point. And I think, you know, there's every opportunity to like increase the role of some deities, as long as it's like in keeping. So I'll admit that I do cringe a little bit when, say, a god becomes in the universal consciousness much more like its Marvel character, or much more like its gaming character. But some of them are fabulous. Some of them work just right, that, you know, either a lot of research had gone into it, not AI, or that you know, it's possible for the game creators to channel successfully. You know, you don't need to be, you know, don't need to have like special psychic skill to channel it successfully. It's very possible that those deities come to you in your dream and tell you to, you know, it's possible. I'll believe in literally anything. But when sort of very secondary mythological character suddenly receives a billing as like, I don't know, king of something. No, because there are, like you say about their household deities, there will be smaller characters where their strength is in propping up, you know, the other, you know, the situation, where their strength is in moving things forward. So in, you know, for example, I used to be like really into the Egyptian when I was small, really like mental into it. And there was the I don't know, was it a crocodile that his entire job was like to devour the souls of the people where their heart was too heavy?
Yep.
That was it. That was his whole thing. That was his whole thing. Amazing. Is he a god? Is he a character? I don't know. Don't get too badly into it. Because the Egyptian was very structured on like how the day worked. You know, the sun disk was carried, the moon was carried, the departed souls, you know, were on their boat. So it was really sort of structured like that. And there was a lot less of the drama and intrigue that you have in Greek and Roman. So but I loved the Egyptian. It gave my brain structure. And it was really easy for my kind of juvenile brain then to understand how it works. But then if you go in there and you like imbue that tradition with too much kind of, you know, drama and gossip and stuff, it doesn't work. It doesn't fit the same way.
Right. It's right. And I think, I mean, especially because, you know, it feels still a very living tradition. I know it's not, but because those statues, I think they've been used for so many years. When you see them, they're still buzzing, aren't they? Like the Sekhmet statues, they're still, you can't mistake that energy if you've got a bit of sensitivity. You know, it's not like, okay, I'll tell this story about her. It's like, no, she's standing there and she's telling you.
Yeah. No, I think that's really true, because the Egyptian figures are, you know, straight, direct lines, and you know what they mean. And this is a whole body language thing. She's standing like that. Don't try to tell me a whole bunch of stories that would have caused her to stand like this, because we've never seen her like bow or, you know, or slouch. Imagine.
If you want to sit up straight.
And it's, you know, it's the same with, is it Anubis? Is he always sort of taking a step? You know, is it so that the statue wouldn't fall over? I don't care.
I love that.
It's fine. He's taking a step. He's on his way. That was a very fun rant. Let's read some messages, but I think
That was about half an hour of like more than half an hour of a good fun rant. Brilliant.
Yeah, more of that next time.
Yeah.
Sean is saying standing stones here.
Mm.
Poncho saying, hey, yeah. Oh, so Nilda says we're talking about like the non-negotiables of a ritual. She says, for me, it's a white candle and a clear glass of water. I love that because the white candle and even the glass of water is like, it's a great start. It's just sort of pure magic. You're not doing that magic for a specific thing. There's no bells and whistles. Unlike in your house, is there a cat dangling from the ceiling?
They've now passed out from their excitement. So this is so sweet.
Very good. Quick, go to the toilet alone. And Nilda is sending love. Mark has made it here. Sorry, it was a word there that I'm not sure how the algorithm would love, but he says, I've just got back. Honestly, appointments are a beep sometimes. Anyway, sorry for being late. He says, hey to Inbaal and Laura and the kitties. And hello to everybody else.
Thank you.
And Spawn says, off to Kingly Vale this weekend for my annual solo shamanic rituals among the ancient yew trees. If you
I have never been to Kingly Vale.
Well, Spawn recommends it. A beautiful and very magical place. I Googling quickly.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah, we're going to look it up.
Vale.
I love yew trees and shamanic rituals. It's a good combination.
Is it Kingly Vale, Chichester?
Okay, it sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, we have lots of mountains there. I'm on the Google Maps. Oh, it's near to Bognor. It's near to Bognor Regis, near to Portsmouth. Oh, it very much sounds like my kind of place.
Oh yeah, look at the pictures of the views. Look beautiful. Haha. Oh, they look gorgeous. Wow. Yeah. Chichester at the Samhain time shamanic ritual. Brilliant.
Have an amazing time.
Yeah.
Such a good moment for a little solo journeying. Mark says, mentioning rage and things happening, had quite a few, and some have told you. Windows opening and closing by themselves comes to mind. I didn't get in a rage. I don't get in a rage anymore, but maybe that's better. I feel like if my rage left me, there'd be so little left of me. You know, I wouldn't even know what to hang my skin on. It's, you know, it's the thing that keeps me upright. Mark and Spawn chit-chatting. Very nice. They're both liking each other's names.
Good. Yep. Good.
Mark says, most people fail if they use AI. I mean, AI fails if it uses AI. Researching stuff can be manual. Granted, it can take ages, but it is more thorough. But at the same time, AI can be good for taking it further or referencing.
I don't trust AI's referencing either.
It's just that AI gets stuff wrong. Google shows you where it found stuff. The AI tries to create its own logic by cross-referencing stuff. Did I tell you I had to do a thing about The Traitors, which is a TV program with some celebrities at the moment, and one of the people there is Jonathan Ross, a proud Scorpio. And as I had to like look up everybody's star signs to see how people would get on with each other, I put like each contestant, you know, Charlotte Church star sign. I asked the Google, Jonathan Ross star sign. So the Google gives me a birth date, the birth date from their Wikipedia, from their IMDb. The AI makes it a little more fancy. So the Google gave me Jonathan Ross's date of birth, I think it's like 5th of November, something like that. And the AI on the same page said Jonathan Ross is a Taurus.
Wow. He is not a Taurus. Have you seen him in his black leather jacket?
I know.
That's no Taurus.
I know. He's one of those like like the fun Scorpios, the
Yeah,
Scorpios
I love
that are
Jonathan
so
Ross.
Scorpio that you can't even tell they're a Scorpio. That's how mysterious they are.
Yeah, but his show about like the mystic and magic of the UK, I really loved that. He traveled around the towns, the cities, and researched lots of magic, and it was
I've
really
not seen
good.
it, but yeah, his wife has always been massively into it, like way
Yeah,
before it was trendy.
yeah. I remember me and a friend went to do sketching at the Tower of London. That was a thing you could do like one night and sketch the ravens, and he was there sketching as well. Black leather jacket, rock and roll. I was like, yeah, sketching ravens at
Wow,
night. That's a good Scorpio activity, I think. Come
that's like
on.
the Scorpio activity. Like, well, the one you can talk about in polite company,
Yeah, yeah,
Scorpio
exactly.
activity. But yeah, so the AI, it's not just that the AI gets things wrong. The AI gets things wrong really confidently as
Yeah.
well. It
Oh,
wasn't like Jonathan Ross might be a Taurus. No, it was like a sentence with a beginning, a middle, and an end that was 100% wrong. And there it was. It was even higher on the page than the Google.
it's like our society at the moment, isn't it? People say things with confidence, and everyone goes, oh, okay, no,
No, no, no, it is. Without naming names, but I know that somebody you knew very, very well was a little scared of me because that was one of my pet hates when people say wrong stuff confidently.
yes, yes,
That's
yeah,
that, that's when me and the rage become one. Why would you
yeah.
say that? Why would you
I know,
say that? It's so easy to research stuff.
I know,
Ask
no.
Google.
And I only realised that after a while, having been out with somebody who's very lovely, but would say things with absolute confidence. And I realised once when I knew something better that they've been doing it for years and I hadn't noticed that they didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, oh, well, they must know. And you go, hold on. Then it unravels everything. What do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not cool and it is really upsetting.
Yeah.
Moon Monkey John says, I find a black dish of water in the center of the circle.
Mm,
Manifest the goddess. I suppose it gives her somewhere to come and make herself at home.
nice. Nice to
Very
know.
nice. Diane says, I have a small altar with pieces of the four elements and crystal
Oh,
grid.
that's nice.
My big rituals at Samhain and the winter solstice. I love that so much. There was a bit of an online trend, wasn't there, for like travel altars,
Yep.
where it was like a little tin with like little things, and I was like, oh my goodness, if that even existed, like when we were starting,
Yeah.
that would have
Yeah.
been my only altar. Because I'm
Yeah.
not a huge shopper for
No.
stuff like that. So if you can get everything back
Yeah.
then, we had to create stuff. Some of us maybe ran workshops how to make your own wand.
I know. I
Yay,
mean, also,
yes.
I was saying that's the most popular workshop I've ever done, and we tried to do other workshops. Never as popular as like, let's make stuff. Like, let's just make stuff.
Yeah, just make stuff from sticks. It's the best. Right. We
Right, we better go,
have
haven't
to,
we? We better go.
we have to carry on with our day.
Have an
So
amazing time in Ireland.
thank
So
you.
exciting. Can't wait to hear all about it.
I'll see you next week and I'll
See you
tell you
next week.
all about it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let us know if you want a different topic next time. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll probably still be ranting about this.
Yes, we will.
Bye.
Bye.